You don't make up for your sins in the church. You do it in the streets. You do it at home. The rest is bullshit and you know it.
Why do you need to be constantly entertained? Is your brain entrained with an entered stain from your monthly flood? Does this make you hungry for blood? Only to drain your man and turn him into a dud who was once a bomb as you complain again to your mom about how your man just won't remain calm. Don't you know you have the whole world in your palm? As your hubby would kill us otherwise. True. To make you happy, we'd do anything for you. And your hubby would not pay us for our exertion, stopping our only inertia into our four-sided futures, only to be broken and needing sutures for our open wounds, and for us to tell you this, you'd just go, ooh, I am so sorry to hear that. But not drop the beat nor drop a hat at the knowledge, like I'll talk to my husband. You're just jealous of a lower class people because you be a has-been. And you see light in their eyes which you then try to darken and dampen and surmise. For them a surprise dark end. Maybe you don't do this on your consciousness surface, but we see it in your face, which really is worthless, as much as you dote over it. I know your husband as well as us are over it. Don't over-relate, it's unbecoming, and would equate you to be in the running of people who are afraid to be homeless, so they bust their asses for the upper classes. Classics of yet.
Sins in the church. You do it in the streets. You do it at home. The rest is bullshit and you know it.
Of yet another scenario of service for you to own this. Only this is only temporary, this world. You might not continue to act like a little spoiled girl, or rather at that, a spoiled brat, as some of us are now up to that, and won't look when you got your pretty eyes, cause some of us in these cities undergrounds have gotten pretty wise. We ask the whys and what's and how's and who's, and the answer to why this world is so shitty for most is who? You choose your way through each day. Offered a platter of shit that don't matter anyway. You'd never imagine your life going any other way, and you consider yourself caring towards humanity because your friend is a philanthropist, but in reality, that same friend would leave a homeless starving, even though she can afford him an RV, and she would never see herself in him ever, like she would never be in his shoes or whatever. She chooses to believe and would just leave if she saw someone hurt or dying, cause it would dampen her mood. No trying to get the needy any food, yet she sees herself as good. Since she pays the church every Sunday, she tries to pay her way into heaven so that one day she can be free of this world-class infested world and not have to constantly grab her pearls at people's insolence for having dared look her
You don't make
way.
up for your sins in the church. You do it in the streets. You do it at home. The rest is bullshit and you know it.
Yet, she would never say this in a book. She'd say that the homeless deserve homes, which they do, and shrug her shoulders as to them being all alone on the street when all she has to do is talk to her husband on a retreat by giving him a sweet treat and telling him we really ought to shoe those with no shoes on their feet. If you want any more nookie from me, that's all it takes. And then the money he'd rake in would go to those that cannot get a break and really deserve it. So the deserve it wouldn't have to continue to serve and could see what it's like to swerve past the bad situation and lay down for a nap, and how that ass it feels to look at your life map and pinpoint spots in the future, not always not knowing when they eat again. Are you sure? I get to eat every day. Hurrah! Hooray! What a glorious day, they'd say, as I finally felt okay and can begin to heal from what the streets did to them. And life should know I'm not kidding him. For the homeless know all about a true amen. Hey, women of the upper class, you know your man really love it up her absolute horror. You ask. Well, the poor Lolitas, which is part of the underground sex industry where they take senoritas and surgically remove.
Open with the infrared red dot on your head, trap like that. With the snap and kill a bitch's death. Open with
their
the
arms and
infrared red
legs
dot
so
on
they
your head,
can
trap
go
like that. With
longer
the snap and
move.
kill a bitch's death.
You don't make up for your sins in the church. You do it in the streets. You do it at home. The rest is bullshit and you know it.
The men pay for them for secretary night. Don't believe me? Bring it up at your next fight with your husband, cause he must have been off with one at some point or another. Then you can go bitch about it to your mother.